welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that's a little bit more personal, and yeah, so if you are interested in hearing, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so the title of this video might have you guys a little bit shook, but yeah, I'm basically going to be telling you guys about my situation and what's been going on with my life. So basically it all started when I was around 5 years old. I was actually born in Mexico, so this is where it all starts. I was born in Mexico. To be a little bit more specific, I was actually born in Zacatecas. Beautiful place. I am so proud to be born there and to be from there. I'm 100% Mexican and so proud of it. But anyways, so basically I came to the United States when I was 5 years old. Luckily, thank you so much to the father I have, to my daddy. I was actually brought here legally. So my dad brought me and my siblings with a tourist visa. So he applied for a visa and actually gave it to us for 10 years. So we came to the United States in 1999, and the visa was going to expire in 2009, which was pretty good. So for those 10 years, we would obviously come back and forth. At that time, I obviously didn't know nothing about immigration or being legal here or anything like that. I had no idea. Like, I was little and that kind of stuff did not cross my mind at all. So yeah, for 10 years, we would go to Mexico, come back. We would have all our stuff here, but we would go really often to go visit. And in 2009, when it was time for our visa to expire, my dad decided not to go to Mexico and try to renew it, because if things had changed and we didn't get our visa, we wouldn't be able to come back to the United States, and this is where his job was at, this is where my school was at, everything. And so in 2009, I was basically illegal. Yeah, I was illegal. I was still kind of little in 2009, so it didn't really matter. I was just going to school and it didn't affect me at all. The only thing that probably affected me was that I couldn't go out and to Mexico and like on vacation time and stuff like that. But yeah, I was illegal. I turned like 15 or 16 and it was time for me, like I wanted a job, and it was probably then when it hit me, like, to know that I didn't have an actual social security number and that I couldn't just apply anywhere, like anywhere, any place wouldn't just hire me because I didn't have a social security. So I think that's when everything started to get real to me in my head. And yeah, so I actually got a job at a Mexican market. I started working there when I was 16 and I actually worked there for 4 years. So I worked there till I was 20. The bosses there actually allowed me to work there without a social security, which was good. I mean, it's the only job that I could get at that moment. When I was in school, like, it was not something I'd ever mentioned to anybody. Like, the fact that I wasn't born here, I never ever mentioned it to anybody, and it was kind of sad to like be able to, to not be able to tell people this, because I just felt like it was something really bad. And I just felt like I was gonna get judged for not having papers and for being illegal. In school, I was actually in a program called Skills USA, and we competed. So we got gold medals and all these things, and we were able to go into the next stage, the competition. And it was in San Diego, and you know how San Diego is really like near the border and there's like a lot of immigration. Well, at least like you hear that there is there. So I actually like told my classmates and my teachers that I couldn't go because my parents didn't allow me to go out there and blah blah blah, that they were strict and I couldn't go, when at the end of the day I probably never even asked my parents if I was able to go. But just the fact that it was out in San Diego, I didn't want to risk it because I was illegal and I didn't know if like going there, like something could have gone wrong, and then at the end of the day I was going to be separated from my family. But it was just like little things like that that I experienced, and that I was too afraid to like tell people that I wasn't born here, because I was afraid of being judged at the end of. Also, when I was still working at the Mexican store, I also competed in this pageant, and like the winners of the pageants had the opportunity to go to Mexico, to go to Zacatecas and visit all the municipios there, and I couldn't go. Like, it's so sad that I couldn't even go to my own country, but it was only because I obviously couldn't come back if I went. So I also told everyone there at the pageant that, because I ended up winning a place there, so I actually told them that I couldn't go because of work and because of school, because I was in college at that time. So it was just like little things that apparently like I couldn't do, and I felt like I was so like left out all the time just because I wasn't born here. I know a lot of people still manage to get through college even if they weren't born here, but that wasn't the case with me. I actually stopped going to college because I wasn't born here, so I didn't get any type of financial aid help, and it was just too expensive for me to like pay for all my classes, all my books and everything, and I did not want to depend on my parents at all. I was just very independent as soon as I got a job. But I pretty much dropped out of college, but I don't regret it because I got a job at Wells Fargo at the end of the day, and that was like a career to me. But yeah, like that's another thing, like not being born here and having to pay for a lot of stuff just because you don't get benefits from like the state or the country. It sucks. I don't remember when it happened, but pretty much Obama came up with the new program called DACA, so it was like deferred action for children or something like that. So it pretty much allowed us, those of us who were not born here and who came from a different country, to be able to go to school, get a social security, and even have a job. So as soon as that opportunity came, I went ahead and applied for it. Obviously it did cost money to apply and stuff, but it was amazing. When Obama came up with that, it was so much help, because before that, like, you couldn't just apply anywhere because you didn't have a social security. So when he came up with DACA, or the Dreamers, it was a lot of help. I know it helped out a lot of people around me, and it helped me out a lot. So once I got that program, I applied at Wells Fargo. I had a social security through that program, so I was able to get hired there. But the hiring process was a little bit more complicated just because I was just on a work permit rather than just like a normal social security. So yeah, my social security says authorized for work permit only or something like that. But yeah, like even that, like it was hard, but that program has helped me a lot. So I don't really know what's going on with the program. I don't know if a lot of us are still able to renew that or not. I have no idea. I haven't really kept up with it. And now that I had, now that I was a dreamer, obviously I wasn't illegal here, but I had a permit to be here. Even though it was permanent, like you're still at risk. Like you don't know if anything's gonna change in a freaking heartbeat, and you're just gonna have to like leave, you know. So it's still like you're still like on the line, on the borderline, literally. Whenever me and George got married, he is a U.S. citizen, so he was able to request me, to request for my residence. So when we got married, we waited a little bit, and I applied for my residence around 3 months ago, which is why now I feel a little bit more confident talking about this topic, because he requested for my residence, and then now I'm waiting, so hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes right. And I actually just got a letter on Monday saying that my new work permit has been approved. So it's like a big relief to me, because it's just one step closer to just being able to feel free in this country, like to be able to like go places and not be afraid. It's making me cry. Like to be able to go places and not be afraid that you're gonna be separated from your family, or be afraid that you're gonna be like fired from work because you don't have a permit to be here anymore, anything like that, you know. I'm so grateful like that my dad brought me the way he did, that he brought me here legally, and the process for me to become a resident here is a lot easier. And like now that I'm married to George, like I'm so thankful for him because he's helping me out in the process of making myself legal here. But it's really hard, like it's a really hard topic, and a lot of people don't talk about it because, like I said, they are afraid of being judged. They're afraid of other people not accepting them for that. And I don't know, I don't even know if it's something bad, like not being born here and being illegal here, but when you are illegal here, like you understand what it feels like to like think that if you tell people, they're going to like not accept you anymore. But luckily everything's going good for me. I'm waiting on the interview, so basically me and George have to go on an interview and answer questions just so we can like, they can make sure that me and him didn't get married for that purpose, and of course we didn't, but I mean he's helping me regardless at the end of the day. But yeah, we're just waiting that, and then after I become a resident in like a couple years, I believe I can apply to be a citizen here and have no worries whatsoever. Like growing up, I was afraid of being deported, of being separated from my family. I was afraid that they would send me back over there and I would be in a country where I don't know how to survive. Like, yes, I'm proud of being Mexican. Yes, I'm fluent in Spanish. Yes, I can write everything in Spanish. I can communicate with people, but it's not the same. Like, I don't know how to make a living out there as I do here because I was brought here at 5 years old and this is all I know. I went to school here, I worked here, everything. I did everything here, so if I was sent out there, like, I don't know, it'd be like a new beginning, and obviously it would be hard because I don't know how to make a living out there. And I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of, people who were raised here, because it's hard. Like, it's hard to start all over. Obviously you're starting all over where you were born, but it's not where you were raised, it's not where you grew up, it's not what you know at the end of the day. Yeah, it's really hard to grow up with that fear, but yeah, it's like a freaking relief. And I can't even like go on here and like show you guys or like show off that I'm like freaking becoming a resident, because it's so sad that like there's many people out there that are going through the struggle of not being born here, and going through the struggle of not having a decent job, a decent pay, just because you weren't born here, just because you don't have a social security, just because you don't. I swear to you, before I made this video, I had so much things to say, and like once I started making this video and actually recording it, like my mind went blank and I don't even know what to say anymore. But thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit of a hard topic, but just know that everybody is born with a struggle. Everybody has struggles on a daily basis, and it's not easy. It's not easy, but you just have to learn to cope, learn to survive, and learn to get through them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys are going through the same thing, like let me know. It'd be nice to just have a talk about it. And just apply here, just know that you're not alone. Okay, bye.